We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one here between the Los Angeles Rams and the Dallas Cowboys. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
So that challenge, a successful one. Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, that was a quick set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it's just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From just shy of midfield, Bridgewater
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight at just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Room here to run. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Another impressive drive. So they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, if you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. To throw, Bridgewater. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On second down, it's Pollard, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
And his kick here is good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter.
So a great first quarter continues here as they add on to that lead.
And Brandon, I think it sets up what's going to be an important drive because it's now 17-0. So the other guys, they got to figure out something quick before this game gets away from them.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Bridgewater to throw it.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
Throwing is Bridgewater.
We'll get this out.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Bridgewater now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Extra point safely through, and the route is on here in this first half. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Bridgewater.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And where did this one go out? Not good. Let's see. And they're going to say inside the 35-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Here's Johnson with a reception.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without
touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half.
The extra point up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just
under pressure, they got him again.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. First down, Prescott. His throw incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys just continue to roll. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
On 2nd and 10. Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Bridgewater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing.
Touchdown, Cowboys! A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after is good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. first down throw for Bridgewater. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. He'll get it inside the 20 and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 36 yards on the play.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Screen play, McKinnon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater. Open man is Skoranek. He's got it. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Prescott to throw it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, They'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Singletary again, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott buying time to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, 22 yards. And the Cowboys extend their lead yet again. Extra point up and through. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They go right back to Singletary. And he's got room.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Brought down by Devin Harper.
And that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 38.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Open man right side is Cup, complete.
Down inside the 10.
Touchdown, L.A.
Cooper Kupp,
37 yards.
And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded right around the 8.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. On play action, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
Play action now, Prescott.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Here comes the Rams punter now. Standing just about on his own goal line. It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the Rams 28-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Back to throw here.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
Here comes the Rams punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And again, it's Prescott. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Throwing here, Prescott. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Point after, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Looking to throw. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
No problem there on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Bridgewater. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys' offense. Well, Prescott here to throw. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the spoon. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count all the rings. My team is the truth, but they some lies to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with Villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose.